Welcome to the Sofa Surfers podcast with.
Ali,
Yeah. How are you today, Ali?
I'm well, and I just got hit by a moment of deja vu.
Deja vu?
Yeah,
From what? What's the
from
deja
this.
vu?
Do you don't know what deja vu is?
Nah, sorry, I'm a
Getting a
bit
bit
dumb.
off topic, but it's a French word.
Yeah.
It's a French saying. It means I saw that, which is like when
You thought of this?
no when you have. It's not like I thought of it myself, but it's like when you see a moment
Mm.
and you feel like you recognize it, like you've seen it before.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
happened before. Like you know what I'm talking about?
Mm.
That's what it is. It feels
Oh,
like you're
right.
reliving a moment that you've seen before.
Oh, yeah, shit.
Yeah,
There was
yeah.
this Matrix 4 like trailer where it was like
Mhm.
called Deja Vu and it was like um it was a really cool trailer and then the movie ended up being mediocre.
I remember you telling me about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
You didn't really enjoy it.
Have you watched The Matrix?
Not yet.
Oh.
Not yet.
When are you thinking about watching it?
I might have to. It's one of those iconic movies you should just watch.
Yeah, the trilogy. People are quite like divided about
Mm?
because the second movie like changed up everything basically.
Really?
Yeah, I won't go into too many spoilers because I do want you to watch the movies.
Mhm.
But it sort of changes your perspective on like who the one is. Like, is the one so special in this
Yeah.
Matrix? Um, Also, it talks about like previous experiments. So it's like and they've been trying to make like the perfect formula, and it just every time it breaks.
Mhm.
So it's like the struggle to find a virtual reality that um, provides some stability to the world.
Yeah.
Well, so they can consume the humans and stuff, obviously.
Mhm. Are they trying to upload the humans to the Matrix?
So people can be born inside the matrix. So they'll be born like inside this gel,
Mhm.
and they'll just grow up in it, and they'll become like how they look, apart from way skinnier, in real life than compared to the matrix, because the matrix is just an
So you're
illusion.
born into the Matrix, but you're born into real life, but you're immediately uploaded to the Matrix.
But after the first occurrences of
Mhm.
people getting uploaded by the machines, because AI basically takes over, it's about consequences of
Mhm.
humans going too far with
All right.
technology. Um, like after a certain point, they could
Mhm.
literally make humans to consume. Yeah, it's a bit. You have to
That's
suspend your
really interesting.
disbelief, but it is interesting. Yeah,
That's quite amazing. I
yeah.
didn't think of it that way. I
That
didn't know it was like that.
that's why the first one's like so iconic
Mhm.
because it really like delves into the morality side of it and also like the fight for survival
Mhm.
and trying to break out. That's why like I think the first one's like the best out of the three because out of the four
We just pretend
because
the fourth one didn't happen.
the fourth one just it was just too meta. But the first one it was like it felt like the heroes actually had like a proper challenge on their
Mm.
hands, like because even Neo couldn't like stop an agent,
Yeah.
and the agents are the ones that keep the whole Matrix in order. They're like the most powerful being inside the Matrix, apart from the one
Mhm.
and maybe a few others if they're good enough.
Yeah.
It's a really good movie.
Wow.
It's like a 9 out of 10. You have to watch it.
I'm not surprised. It's been critically acclaimed.
Yeah. Well,
Wow.
critics used to mean something, but now it's like not so much.
Yeah. I feel like when you look up reviews or anything, you're never gonna see a bad review.
Mm.
It's always gonna be a positive one. Probably because they're getting paid to
Yeah,
do
well,
the review.
the thing is it works like this. So they'll go review the movie. It'll be amazing, like usual, and then and then Marvel will be like, okay, say this, and say this. Say it's excellent. Say it's a masterpiece. Because you'll see like all these like the best Marvel film yet, something like
Mhm.
that. Best DC film yet, and it'll be like, well, not really.
Mhm.
Like
Now, when did Black Panther 2 premiere? Was it yesterday?
Yesterday.
Okay. Have you looked at any reviews for it?
No, I decided not to,
Mhm.
because I wanted to go in it with like because this was like for me like sort of a last chance for like MCU in a way.
This was the last straw.
Sort of like the thing is I'll probably continue for like a few of them, but I won't keep up with everything now
Mhm.
because I am interested in some things, but it depends on how they execute it.
Yeah.
And if it's badly executed, I won't walk out of the cinema. But if it's like a TV show, I'll just leave on the first episode to just
Wow.
stop anymore.
What other TV shows are they coming out with?
They haven't got anything coming out for a while now because Phase 4's ended.
We're still in
So
Phase 4?
that was Phase 4.
I thought, okay.
It's 2 years.
Is Black Panther part of that?
Yeah. So that's the last part, and She-Hulk was the last series.
Mm.
And then Phase 5 kicks off with, I think, Secret Invasion, which is a series about Nick Fury, and that's something I'm actually interested in.
Right, yeah.
It's about the Skrulls invading Earth, and basically the Skrulls... Have you seen Captain Marvel?
Mhm. Yeah.
So the Skrulls, like,
Yeah.
shapeshift, basically.
I thought they. So was this before Captain Marvel?
This is after.
I thought they teamed up.
But that was a faction.
Oh.
Whereas this is like, I mean, I'm not sure if it's the fact that schools have been on Earth this whole entire time and they've just been going up the world power, or if there's been like a new faction that's come in and like they're massive and they've
Yeah.
just completely
Interesting.
infiltrated Earth.
Okay, I didn't know. I thought that was the entire scroll
No.
beings. I thought they became good because
No.
yeah. Don't they work for
They work
the
with.
agents? Yeah.
They work with like Nick Fury.
Mhm.
That's why he was off-world in Spider-Man Far From Home
Yeah.
and wasn't available in No Way Home
Mhm.
to contact because he was like, well, Nick Fury can clear all this up.
Yeah.
And then he was like, he's off-world, and then it was like, oh, cool.
I thought the scroll was acting to be him.
It was.
Yeah.
That's the other main character of the
Yeah.
series.
Oh.
So he's a good guy.
I like him.
Yeah.
I like it.
What annoyed me though is with them being able to shapeshift, I'd thought that it would when he transformed back into his human form, it wouldn't look the exact same but without makeup and all that design.
Yeah.
Because it literally looks the same but with the the Skrull makeup and all that. That's my
Okay.
only problem. But that's about it.
I see. Have you seen Thor: Love and Thunder?
Yeah, I did.
How was that?
Bad.
I figured. Wasn't there a
very
heavy
bad.
emphasis on what's her name, Jane?
Oh, yeah, like the whole sort of thing was
Yeah.
about her becoming a hero, but then,
Yeah.
spoilers, but she died. So,
What?
yeah, she died.
Did she?
I'm sorry, man.
No, it's alright. I mean, I doubt it was gonna be a good movie. The Thor movies weren't like I didn't enjoy them.
I mean, I like the first one,
First one was okay.
and I don't mind the third, but it went like there's this like line of like ridiculousness and like cool sort of thing. Like you can have cool that's like you have to suspend your disbelief for things to happen, but overall it's
Yeah.
cool what's happening on screen, and like human physics doesn't
Yeah, apply.
work. Yeah. But then there's ridiculousness where just tons of stuff is happening and it makes no sense, and boom.
I'm not gonna lie, I watched it for Darcy.
Was Darcy
She
even
fine
in it?
as hell.
Was Darcy even in it?
She was in the first one.
Oh
She
no!
was in the
Oh,
first
right.
one.
Sorry, you're talking about the whole Thor franchise. I was thinking about Thor 4.
Was she in? I haven't seen.
She
well,
wasn't
I haven't
in.
seen Love
She
and
wasn't
Thunder.
in. She wasn't in Love and Thunder.
She wasn't in. the rest of them, was she? She was only in the first, right? And
She was in the first, second.
was she in the second?
Yeah, she was like doing nothing though. And then she wasn't in the third, and she wasn't in the fourth. She was in One Division though.
She was in WandaVision. She
Yeah.
was quite a big character in that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I didn't get to finish it.
It
Only
was
seen
a.
half of it.
Oh, did you not like it?
No, we didn't get to finish it because we were watching it together.
Oh, right.
In the beginning,
yeah.
I did. It was going alright, and you said it was good as well, but until they ended it, and it was.
The ending just ruined it for me.
Yeah.
I mean, I just think like even though they were self-aware with She-Hulk, because the final episode has come out now.
Mhm.
By the way.
For She-Hulk, yeah.
Yeah, where they make this whole self-awareness thing, like
Self-awareness.
the third act always has to have a big bad villain, and then they make it worse somehow. But
Oh, is that her breaking the fourth wall and saying that?
yeah. But like she goes into our world.
Oh,
Yeah,
what?
yeah,
What?
yeah.
Wait, what do you mean she goes into our
She
world?
talks to the writers of the show, like in person, and then she speaks to Kevin.
Yeah.
But Kevin Feige is shown as like a robot because it's like he programs everybody to do everything.
So they are self-aware then.
Yeah, but then why would you make Agatha Harkness the main baddie in WandaVision if you're self-aware that you need to stop doing that?
So what do they find wrong with her being the villain? Why was that?
What are you talking about?
How Agatha, they're self-aware that they
Oh.
shouldn't do that?
So they were self-aware in She-Hulk, but when they actually make the series with the
Mhm.
big bad villains of like the series, it's like she didn't need to be the villain.
She didn't?
Yeah, because Wanda was the villain of her show.
Oh, because we got a villain within like a villain acting on a villain.
Yeah, but she was actually trying to do a good thing in terms of like breaking, in terms of killing her so that she wouldn't destroy the world.
Was that Agatha's intention?
Yeah.
To save the world from
To,
Wanda?
well, it wasn't. That was indirect, but she wanted to. She wanted to
Oh.
take her away, like take her out of the equation, so that like
Right.
because she needs to live on Earth to survive, doesn't she?
Yeah.
So she would try and
Okay. Okay. I get it.
you get me.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
by
Killing.
causation,
Mm,
it works.
you're right. It's indirect. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an indirect aim to save the Earth,
Mm-hmm.
but Wanda's just there like I'm gonna just fuck everybody over basically. For a fake family to stay alive.
I guess morally it's wrong, but is it really? Because she's giving everyone in that town a happy life. Can they, like...
But the thing is like on the inside, like you see in the series that like they're really heartbroken.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
I thought they'd enjoy it.
No. They're like crying when they get out. Yeah. So.
Okay.
What?
Okay. I'm just thinking, like, if I had Wanda's power, would I do something like that? If I lost vision?
Well, no matter everybody loses somebody. It doesn't mean that you have to go psychotic and enslave people.
Couldn't she just make her own reality?
I mean, I don't know. We don't really. The thing is like we don't know the extent of anybody's powers because there's things that she could do to. So basically, have you watched Doctor Strange 2?
No.
Okay, well, in that she tries to like go to another universe to be
Yeah.
with her kids, but from a different universe.
Okay.
Yeah, so she has to like travel the multiverse, and she can only
Yeah.
do that with America Chavez. So then she's like a
Uh-huh.
plot device basically for the whole entire movie.
Yeah.
So she's quite a boring character.
Hmm.
So I'm just trying to remember Doctor Strange 2. It's so forgettable.
Damn.
Wanda, like she's like she knows that she could like she can break the multiverse by doing this because
Yeah.
she caused an incursion and fuck up everything.
Yeah.
So um, it's like she knows what she's doing, and she's, she's under the control of like a magic book, but it's like, come on.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why would you even use that in the first place? Because
Yeah.
she only started using it after WandaVision to get her kids.
The book?
Yeah, the Darkhold it's called.
That doesn't sound like a good book.
Exactly. Why would you go near it? Even if you could, get your kids or whatever.
Where did she get it from? Is it from the library where Doctor Strange gets his book?
I think it must have originally, but I don't even know where she got. I think she got it from Agatha,
Oh,
but I don't know.
did Agatha die? What happened to her at the end of
Agatha
WandaVision?
just got enslaved
Oh.
because she went back to being like the nosy neighbor from next door.
Oh. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I see.
It's just like, because the whole thing was like her emotional background was Wanda's emotional, like, on screen and stuff, and then they just made it a big third act CGI battle in the 9th episode, and everything felt so rushed. Everything sort of just, some things didn't even matter, and the main guy who tried to like kill Wanda,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, could you call him a villain really? Like, he's doing it in a, like, the thing is, like, how was he gonna be able to subdue her
Mm-hmm.
for enough time to keep her in a prison which can actually hold her? Because even the mirror dimension can't hold her.
Really?
Yeah, as seen in the second Doctor Strange.
Oh.
Yeah,
Does she become a villain in that movie? I heard she was
Yeah.
going to be. Oh, okay.
yeah. But then she's like, I don't know, she gets like some sense of like goodness at the end, I suppose, where she collapses the building on herself.
Oh, right.
But then she doesn't die. Because the thing is like, nobody in Marvel definitively dies.
Mm-hmm. Wait, so she's supposedly dead.
Yes.
Okay.
It felt like the director didn't know what to have in the movie. Like, it feels like a 2-hour movie that should have been 4 hours.
Would it have been better if it was 4?
The thing is, I don't think they've got enough talent to know what to keep in or not.
Yeah.
Or know enough about filmmaking to know what to keep in the movie.
They're really that bad.
At least in my
Who
opinion.
directed it?
Because Michael Waldron,
Never heard of him.
I think that's his name. I've never heard of him really as well. I should have looked him up, but he was like, I've seen this thing where it's like, it's during the behind the scenes thing, because I used to watch the behind the scenes stuff for the films and series, and it was like, I didn't really know what to do with the second act, and I was like, well, that's why the movie's fucking shit, mate.
You really said that?
Yeah,
What?
he was like, I swear down. There's a part where he's like, I didn't really know what to do with the second act of our movie, and I was like, you get fucking paid to make this.
Yeah, why would you even say that?
Why would you
Like,
say
you're
that?
putting your career in jeopardy.
The thing is, it's a talking head part. You know, you're doing an interview. You don't plainly say
Yeah.
out and aloud that you didn't know what to do with your own movie.
Okay, I feel like that's something stupid, I would say. But still, though, like, how can you be so careless that you just let something like that slip out?
Well,
Like,
the
what
thing
does that
is-
say about you?
The thing is, the editor had to keep it in. Everybody had to pass it through. You know, Kevin, he had to keep it in. Why would you keep in that part where you don't know what you're doing with your own film?
What was the question?
I've forgotten, bro, but I saw it on like I saw it during the thing, and I was just like. The thing is, we don't get to see the questions. We don't get to hear the questions. We just get him talking about the thing, and they make Doctor Strange have new powers, and it's like, this is the reason why Doctor Fate is so much better than Doctor Strange in terms of what we've seen so
Is
far.
Doctor Fate DC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he came in Black Adam, so only
Oh.
recently.
I know. I've
Yeah,
seen him.
Pierce
Yeah, I know what he
Brosnan.
looks like.
Pierce Brosnan. And he was epic, and you could tell he only had like a limited skill set in terms of what he could do with magic, even though it was very expansive. It wasn't like let's create a new magic thing for every film. But this one, they were like, what we have to do is like make a new magic thing so we keep it all interesting for the viewers. And I'm just there like, well, some of these don't make sense.
Yeah.
Like, wow, like I can't remember the film, but it was like it was like something happens where he gets attacked and he decides to like put a cutter through this bus that's coming at them. Now,
Oh, I've seen that.
physically, the bus would just kill you anyway
Yeah.
because but he should have used like a block, or like
Couldn't you do the teleporter? Open one
yeah,
front and one behind him?
I could do a teleporter. See, those are two are more
Yeah.
effective than what you did because then you're causing less collisions because you can take it to a sea.
Or you could literally open a portal and then open another one, just make it keep going through that portal so it doesn't hit anything either until it comes to a stop.
But putting in the ocean would mean that nobody dies.
Was there anybody in the bus?
No.
Oh, yeah. Then even that.
But the thing is, with
Well,
the
let's just cut
danger,
the
with the
bus.
danger of cutting it in like that, just to make an action scene look cooler,
Hmm.
is it would kill anybody that's behind you, even if it did get past you.
Yeah.
It would just kill you.
And thinking about that, like, if you're thinking about a hero, their whole point is to minimize damage
Yeah.
to the people and the surroundings.
Mm.
And doing that is just like their movies are almost like surface level. Whereas like if if his character had more depth,
Mm.
he would have acted more heroically.
It's like in Black Panther 2 when there's like this road chase. There's this like whole like 10-minute chase scene between the cops and like the feds and the like Shuri, Okoye and
Oh yeah, that
and
one.
Ironheart, and they're going through the streets, and it's like the police, like she makes the police cars divert in a way that they crash into each other and create a big, massive
Oh
explosion.
yeah,
And the
I
thing is,
remember that.
there were civilian police in them cars that have got nothing, like they've probably done nothing wrong. They've probably just been given orders. At least
Yeah.
give them a second chance, like to maybe redeem themselves if you consider it that way. But you technically you're a national threat at this point,
Yeah.
so you should be aware that you're not going to be completely safe.
Hmm.
So the logic boggles me, and also the fact that
That's actually a good point.
they're just about murder, fam.
Yeah.
Straight murder, indirect murder.
No, but they
Indirect
didn't do it. It's a Marvel movie. Of course, they didn't get murdered. They're just injured
Oh yeah.
with big hospital bills.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They didn't
Oh,
die.
they'll never be able to repay, and then they'll get kicked out and be homeless.
But at least they didn't die.
Yeah, exactly. Great. Just
Yeah.
first
Because
degree
heroes
burns.
don't kill.
Sure.
Hmm.
This is what annoys me as well, is like Captain America. The Steve Rogers one would like kill people. I mean, considering the speed that he's throwing the shield.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And it's hitting them with the like sharper edge. Like, that's gonna kill somebody.
Hmm.
You're gonna hit somebody so hard that when they hit the thing, they are gonna just be dead.
Yeah.
They're just lying on the floor.
Hmm.
They're not breathing. How do you know they're alive? And then when John Walker does it, and he has reasonable cause because they're terrorists, and they killed his best mate. It's like, yes, he was being maybe too emotional, but Steve Rogers has done the same thing.
Who
And
is John Walker?
He's like the new Captain America. He's now a U.S. soldier, so he's not Captain America. Sam Wilson is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's in the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
Where does he show up?
Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Oh, John Walker.
Yeah.
Is he a bad guy?
A bad guy, according to the writers.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did they portray him as like a villain?
Yeah, they try their hardest to make him a villain, but then they just course correct at the end where they make the 6th episode and he like saves people. But I'm just there like, you've just made this person like seem like the most dangerous guy on the world on the earth, and then you make him a nice guy out of nowhere.
People change.
I know, but you don't change within days, fam. You change over like years, you know,
Yeah, it's
decades.
gradual.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh-huh.
Nobody just changes like that, but
Maybe he wasn't being his true self, and he felt like he had to be violent.
but the thing is like, you know, everybody was violent. So I don't understand.
It seems like there's a lot of inconsistencies in the writing.
Yeah, at least in my opinion, Jesus. There's a lot. Anyway,
People still eat that shit up, though.
yeah, people still watch it.
The shows look boring, I'm not gonna lie.
Secret Invasion looks a bit cooler.
That
But
sounds cool, because I'm interested in the scroll.
yeah, but that's about it for me. Guardians of the Galaxy 3, I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, me too.
Because it feels like now James Wan is the head of DC, like the co-head. So he like controls what happens with the characters.
DC. How does that link into the Guardians?
No, I'm just saying he does, like
Oh,
as a
yeah,
separate
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
They're both like comic book industries,
Oh.
aren't they?
Yeah.
So he's like the co-head with another guy. I've forgotten his name.
DC.
Yeah.
They're good.
Yeah, so I think he has like an exclusive 4-year deal.
Oh.
Yeah.
How was Black Adam?
Black Adam, I got asked this by a friend of ours, and I was like, she was like, oh, it seems like the reviews are saying it's like pretty mid. And I was like, don't trust reviews in the
Reviews
first
are saying
place.
it's mid.
Like it's mid,
No way.
but some are saying it's great, some are saying it's like bad.
Yeah.
And in my opinion, it lies somewhere in the middle of like, you could say all three.
So it's okay.
There's bad things, there's good things, and there's mid things. And I'd say overall, it's like a 6,
Okay.
maybe a 6.5 if we're being generous.
All right. Mhm.
Yeah, so it's nothing to ride home about and be like, that was fucking amazing. But it was like, it was good. I enjoyed my time. It was good action. Some of the green screen could use a bit of work. Could have been a bit of a darker character for Black Adam because he is
Yeah.
like very dark and
Is he in the
yeah,
comics?
yeah. He's like a very dark toned in terms of like from themes. I think he should have been more dark, but
That would have been. That seems like it would have been good.
mm,
Darker movies, like when they have a higher age rating, it just feels like it adds so much depth. There's so much more you could do with the movie and the
Yeah.
characters.
exactly. It feels like the thing is, it feels like now PG-13 is like 12 for us in the UK is like a restriction on the film. Like you can only say the F word twice.
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
Well, what's the point? That just feels counterintuitive.
The thing that I think should happen with films that I feel like isn't happening now is you should make your film, make it the way you want it to be, make it what the fans want it to be if you've got fans like, Marvel or DC. And then see what it comes out with as an age rating, make it somewhat realistic in terms of like how people would speak about this certain event. And then, cool, you've got your movie, what's the age rating? Oh, it's 12 for this one. Okay, cool. We'll get more kids in. Adults might be a bit intrigued because it's a bit darker. And then like you'll have like a really dark toned film.
Yeah.
Like I'm trying to think of one. Like Joker, for example, which was like a sort of deep movie, and that was like a 15, and then boom.
Yeah. I was just only 15. Yeah, it makes sense. It wasn't
Yeah.
as like explicit as it could have been.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was. I feel
It
like
was decently like.
yeah. The thing is like everybody says it's amazing. I think it's quite overrated. Myself, Joker, Joker 2019. I think it's like a bit overrated. I still think it's great, but I don't think it's like a 10 out of 10 or a 9 out of 10.
What would you rate it?
I'd give it like a 7.5.
That's pretty
8.
decent. That's a good rating
For
from
me.
you. Yeah. That's a good rating from you.
But it's nothing. It's something you could ride home about, but it's nothing that's like rejuvenated anything. I'm looking forward to the second one. You know, that's what the first one's supposed to do, is make you. The thing that Marvel and DC are forgetting is like they need to stop thinking about it like, okay, this movie is made to make the next movie look cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what do we have for the plot for the first one? Oh, well, we have this. I'm not sure about it, but it could work. People could like it. Oh, is there like any plot holes? Yes, tons of them, but
Mm-hmm.
we're Marvel. They'll watch it.
Yep.
And well, what character should we have in the end in the post credit scene? Let's have something about I don't know, Iron Man. Oh, he might return for the fourth movie. Oh yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. That'll
Did
get
that
me.
happen?
No, I'm just making up a.
I
I'm
was
just,
saying another Iron Man movie.
well, they've got Ironheart, who's like she's like a girl. She's like a 19-year-old, I think,
Wow.
in Wakanda Forever, and she's like, she fucking made a suit within, a few years on and off,
Wow.
making the Iron Man, new Iron Man suit sort of thing.
Is it better than Tony's?
It looks shit. It looks like
Oh.
it looks like a PS3 rendered thing.
Well, okay, then that's kind of realistic, sort of.
It's not PS4 level though, is it? It's not PS5.
Are you saying like visually it looks shit, or like compared
Visually,
to Tony's?
I just think both.
Mm.
It didn't look like the worst thing I've ever seen, but it didn't look. The shape and just the colours didn't really work in the lighting they were going for.
Interesting. I'll have to check it out then. See what that's about.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's going to be out for the next month, innit? So you got plenty of time in your uni.
Totally.
How is uni?
It's going good. It's going alright. I'm a little behind though.
Why have you been naughty?
I just should be revising my work, and I haven't. So, yeah, I should be on top of things.
I expect better from you, Ali. Do you know how disappointed I am in you right now?
That is crushing my soul. That is soul crushing. Disappointment,
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
that's even worse. You know what? Your disappointment is my motivation.
Exactly. Now you'll be ahead of schedule. You'll be like talking to your like professor like a month in advance and being like, "What have you got for me? I've done everything you've given me.
Next year's content, I'm already done this
Give
year.
me this content. Give me it, baby. I'll get this free.
I want all of it.
I'll get this 3-year course done in 1. Boom.
It's a 5-year course.
I'll get this 5-year course done in 2
Mm-hmm.
because I'm just that clever.
That's
Yeah.
gonna be me. What's crazy actually is the 4th year is when we do our final exams, and then 5th year we're essentially done studying. We're just shadowing a trainee doctor, which is what we'll be doing after 5th year. But we'll still have to pay tuition to the university. Like for what?
Universities are scam
Yeah,
confirmed.
bro, nothing. They give you absolutely nothing. You have to pay for. They give you 10 pence for printing, and that's it. That's like 1 sheet of paper, 2 if you're lucky. They give you nothing. Pay for everything. The only thing they gave us was my college threw free condoms at us. That was about it. And the medical school gave me a notebook.
Anyway, talking about what we were going to be talking about, The Walking Dead.
Mm.
What's your overall opinion on The Walking Dead then, Ali?
I quite enjoyed it actually until it came to season 9 onwards. It just felt like it was losing its identity. It felt like it was so much different from when it started. I just kind of started to lose interest. But I know you're saying the new season 11 is like really good story-wise. Like it's amazing. Does Rick come back? Did he come back yet?
I don't know.
You don't know yet?
No, I've got this is what I hate is on YouTube. There's this YouTube channel, and thank you for giving me the clips, but I don't really want to see it for the last episode because I'm trying to keep as low on
Yeah.
spoilers as possible. They're called Daryl Dixon TV, and I'm there like, why are you showing me clips, man? Like the next episode for them comes out tomorrow,
Yeah.
and I'm just gonna be like, fuck, I've got to get rid of YouTube for a week. I'm gonna have to use a completely different account to watch all my favorite YouTubers.
Hop on the Sofa Surfers account.
Yeah, sure, we'll do. Maybe I might do that. If it keeps me away from Walking Dead stuff, then I'm happy. But yeah, the last episode for us though comes out in 9 days. So on the
Last final
yeah,
end of The Walking Dead.
Yes.
That's it.
yes, the Walking Dead last episode comes
Holy
out in
shit.
the UK on November the 21st. And I think
That's next week. Oh shit. Time flies.
time does fly. It's mad that it's mad that it started in October of 2010. It's been going for a while.
Wow.
Like Grey's Anatomy. I haven't watched Grey's Anatomy. For anybody out there who's interested in me talking about it, I'm probably not gonna because I don't think I can possibly get through that show. It's 19 seasons long. How the fuck am I gonna get through that?
I tried watching it. I watched the first episode. It was kind of boring.
Was it?
Yeah, I mean, I was young, and I didn't even get to finish the first episode. But
I got told it was like pretty good for the third and fourth season. Like in terms of like that's when it started to pick up a bit. Like in terms of popularity, and then and then like, who the fuck is still watching it? If I'm in
a
2022?
lot, bro.
A lot?
lot of people like it.
Really?
Yeah.
I got told by this trainer of mine that Grey's Anatomy like was really good, and I was like,
Yeah.
I was just like listening to the conversation. I wasn't like really in it, but I was just there like, I don't know how I looked it up afterwards. And I was like, fuck me, it's 19 seasons.
Yeah.
I was like, and I looked up like how many minutes were there to watch, and I was like, I literally, if I was to like watch it straight 24/7, keep on like just never missing a minute, never going to the toilet, never getting in the shower, take me 16 days to maybe 17 now, but 16 days when I
Just straight watching.
just straight watching it, like eyes wide open, not sleeping, nothing. If I did half days, so it was 12 hours a day, I watch it.
That's more than a full-time job.
Then I'll be watching it for about 32 to 34 days.
Jeez.
That's how much of that show there has been.
What I'm trying to know is it medically accurate? Is the stuff in it
I
actually
don't really give a fuck.
proper? That would be the only reason I would watch it if it was like realistic.
Why? So you could learn?
Something like that. It's cool to see what's
mean-
going on.
I mean, to be fair, it might be your thing. You never know.
The thing is, it's just mainly drama. I heard they all just be fucking around in the supply closet.
You're just fucking around in the supply closet.
Yeah.
Is that what you're gonna do?
Nah, man. I don't be doing that. I'm gonna be busy working 12-hour shifts.
Yeah,
Every day.
morality is high.
Yeah. Putting in catheters for women who can't pee and they're in their like 80s.
I had to clean like medical equipment.
Did you?
It was one of my jobs.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, it was like through the agency.
Yeah.
And I was just like doing like 8 hours of that, bro. Talking about it makes me yawn, fam. Bro, it was so crippling, like sad. Like I was just like, I can't take this, fam.
Yeah.
And then like the next job I took, because I was actually starting to like it. I was starting to like cleaning like medical in terms of like as a job, just happy to be like making money, doing my thing.
Uh-huh.
And then I went to this next job and I was like got told that it was like really like nice, it was good. And then The first day there was a Friday, and
Yeah.
I actually did like. I actually did like a lot.
Mhm.
Like I did a lot of different things. And then I came back and they said like, "Oh, you'll be on the single pouches next time." I was like, "Cool, cool, cool. I think I know what I'm doing with single pouches. Cool, cool, cool." Did them, and those were the longest like shifts of my life.
Wow.
Yeah.
What were you doing?
Just imagine sitting down, yeah,
Yeah.
and just constantly like putting the boxes together and putting in 30, what was it? 36 pouches of of these little things,
Mhm.
making sure that they all had 5 in as well,
Okay.
putting them in, boom, 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 do lots of 12, and then put in like the I like to make the joke of like my favorite part of this was putting in the booklet into the box and closing the box, and then just seeing that I had to do like 250 more that day.
Boxes. How many hours were you there for?
8.
Jeez. Okay, that's really mundane. That's really boring. But is it really that bad? How much were you getting paid?
I was getting paid like I think it was 9.75. So
Oh,
yeah,
that should be at least 10 an hour. At least 10.
changed the national
11
living
maybe.
wage now, haven't they?
Yeah, but to what? At
£9.50.
18? Huh?
£9.50
From that's
from
almost.
£8.91.
Wait, I thought minimum wage was way less than that. I thought it was like £5 for 18-year-olds.
Yeah, so it's different, but I'm saying like the national living wage has increased, so everything else has increased somewhat.
Mm. Well, I mean, prices for everything have also increased, so.
Yeah, hasn't the UK's economy like gone down by 0.2%?
I don't know about the figures, but
And
we
then
all know the
like
pound dropped really bad.
yeah, I was like watching this video and it was this guy saying like, "Yeah, England's screwed," and I was like, "Oh, cheers, thank you. I didn't realize
Hmm.
this."
I think they were saying we might have another housing crisis.
But I just want to get
Something
out
like
of
that.
England, fam.
Where are you gonna go? Hungary?
Anywhere.
Czechoslovakia? Live in a remote island. Live somewhere in Antarctica. Live with the penguins. You know they're not scared of humans. You can just go up to them and pet them. No, they're not gonna do anything. It's true.
Oh, I can pet them, not they peck me.
You can pet them. Pet
Oh,
them.
why it sound? They won't like peck me. Or...
No, 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 no. They're
Oh,
not
cool.
scared of you. I'll make them scared.
I'll make them scared of me.
No, because they don't. Humans aren't. They don't perceive you as a threat.
We're very primitive, ain't we, compared
Mhm.
to penguins? Penguins just go out again.
Apparently, they were 5 feet tall, like 5 million years ago.
Shit.
Yeah,
Fucking
that's
hell.
so funny though.
They thought the way to survive this whole thing was to get smaller.
I don't know how that happened.
Well, I mean, it's just we haven't really gone through it like at all, but like people evolving or mutating.
Mhm.
The only thing that's sort of caused a mutation, and this is like a bad mutation, is like Chernobyl. You know, it
Mhm.
still has effects today, doesn't it? The radiation from Chernobyl.
Yeah, definitely.
I watched a
Yeah.
mini-series about that, and it was like
Mhm.
that was like a fucking good series. That's like a
I
9.
remember you were telling me
That's
about
like
it.
a
Yeah.
9. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's very accurate as well, which makes me like it more.
Mhm. That's incredible.
Yeah, honestly, watch it, bro. It's on Now TV
Why?
for the
Why do
higher
I need to
quality,
support
for the
them?
higher quality, and to support them.
I have now. Like, they're my internet provider. Do I get shit with them for free?
No,
Damn.
bro, you'll get like all of them in like 4K quality. I don't see the downside.
You're also forgetting I'm a uni student, and I have expenses to pay.
Yeah, but
Now TV.
not TV.
Oh, that's a necessity.
I feel like people are gonna like move away from
Cable.
from cable and then
Mm.
streaming. I feel like the fact in term not because they want to, but because they have to, because of
Oh,
the
yeah.
prices and stuff. and
Yeah,
then the
yeah.
prices of the companies are going up so they can sort of stay alive.
Hmm.
But so everybody's just scrounging for whatever ground they can get.
I think we talked about this before, but Netflix is making a new cheaper option. Have with
Yeah, with
ads.
ads.
You
Why
just
would you fucking? I mean, fair enough if you're like. I mean, fair enough to be fair if you're like really trying to like lower your budget and stuff. But it's only saving. You're only saving yourself £2 or something.
I swear it was like half. I thought it was like £5
I
something.
I heard from my mate it was £2. I don't know anything about the Netflix streaming thing because I don't pay for Netflix in my family. I pay for like Disney Plus in my family.
Mm.
Now TV.
Is there anything good on Disney Plus now?
I mean, the library is like really expansive, so there is probably going to be something good in the middle of all of it. But if you're looking for like new shows on there that are like really good, I mean, I didn't mind Under the Stairs of Heaven. I think it has Andrew Garfield in.
Mm.
It has the woman from that played the main character in Where the Crawdads Sing.
Oh, her. Yeah.
Yeah, she's in it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a good series. I need to rewatch it though because it's been about a month or two since I watched it.
Oh, that's it.
Why?
You make it sound like it's been years. It's been decades.
It's been decades. It's been a week. Oh yeah, it's been a while since I watched this. Oh, I only watched it like 2 weeks ago. Yeah.
It's been so long since I watched anything. I just stopped.
Didn't
I
you say
don't
you
have
were?
the motivation.
Didn't you say you were watching the 11th season of Walking Dead? Have you not
might.
watched that?
No, I didn't even finish the 10th. I'm got halfway through the 10th.
Do you not like the 10th?
It's okay. It got to the point where they beat Alpha and
Oh,
she died.
yeah. Did
and-
Beta die?
Isn't it when they invade that like apartment building and he fights Daryl?
Yeah, but that's not
Does he
what.
die?
That's in the 9th season. I really like the
Oh,
9th
that's-
season.
Oh yeah, I didn't finish the 9th. I got halfway through the 9th, not the 10th. Yeah,
You're further behind than I thought you were.
yeah.
I thought you were like close to finishing the 10th season. Shit.
I
So-
thought I finished the 9th, and then I came back a while later, and I realized half the episodes just got uploaded, and I was like, what? And I didn't end up finishing it.
So, why do you think it lost its identity? Like, you can go into spoilers, just
Yeah. When it first started, it was about surviving the zombies.
Mm.
I understand now that it's been many years, they have to deal with this, and the zombies aren't like the main problem anymore.
Humans.
Huh?
Humans now.
Exactly. It's the communities and everything. But something about like season 9, it just feels like the characters aren't who they used to be, especially Rick. Like he became so vicious.
And then
then-
became so peaceful and such.
Like
a fun-
how?
Yeah.
How can you just turn into that? Like, I understand now that you beat the saviors and everything. Like, and he's not the leader anymore. Like, they developed a democracy. He has like, I know he is one of the big guys, but it's like he has no power now. And like, also Gabriel changed a lot.
I liked Gabriel's change though. Like,
Yeah.
the thing is, he's been consistent, and the same with Rick. Like, apart from he was quite wobbly, but with Gabriel, he became like a lot harsher.
Oh,
and
yeah.
his harshness grew, and then he went into the Commonwealth, which you haven't seen yet at all. And he's like, he became a bit more calm, but he's obviously like vicious if he needs to be, kind of thing. So he's found like the perfect middle.
Also for me, like, it's the actions between the communities. I don't really like that. Like, remember there was this arc where they got separated and they went into Atlanta. You had I think it was like Daryl and what's her name? She died.
Oh, Beth.
And she got caught up in the hospital, and everybody got separated, and they were going around and like finding people. and Noah joined them after. That felt like that was The Walking Dead. You know, you're surviving. You just that's your goal. That's all you can do.
Mm.
And then you get to the communities, and it's like it becomes politics. And I like the
I
war between communities, like the Saviors
mm.
and Alexandria. That I liked.
I also really liked the Pike scene for the end of season 9, where it actually felt like there was consequences because
The
then,
Pike scene,
yeah, you know
where
where the characters died and then
they put their
they
heads
yeah
on.
put
They
their head.
put what's his name? The kid.
Billy,
Yeah, yeah.
is
They.
it Billy?
Yeah, and
And
what's
Tara.
yeah.
Mm. Yeah,
That was crazy.
that was cool.
That was.
That was cool.
I was like, no fucking way. There's so many
The-
major characters just gone.
Well, I was just there like the thing is I think they should have killed more major characters because we only had 2 major characters and like 5 that we knew of. They were good people, but they were just viciously
There's
killed.
also Enid.
Enid. Oh shit, yeah, that was a big one as well, wasn't it? Yeah, Enid was a big one. But it just felt like I don't know, I feel like, I'm trying to think about anybody specifically, but like it feels like eventually like everybody just got plot armor.
You think so?
Apart from huh?
You think so?
Yeah, because it's like we've got so many characters now. Like the cast is bigger than Game of Thrones, apparently, something like that.
That's true. There are so many characters.
Yeah, there's so
yeah.
many, and it's like it does come into a really cool scene at the end of the 23rd episode of Walking Dead, which you can show now if you want, Alex. Like they've got a really cool part where it's them trying to get Judith out of the zombie herd because now we've got climbers.
What's these? Oh yeah, that as well. That okay. There's a bit of inconsistency in that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I will criticize that in a minute, but for now, in the time being, it was really cool because Negan was like genuinely like serious toned. What the fuck? And then shit is serious when Negan is serious and he's not joking about anymore. He's like shit because he just sees a walker climb up, and now they're picking up stones and shit and throwing it,
Yeah.
and they've just got knives and guns, and then
The Walkers?
yeah, no, not the walkers. I meant the but they do pick up knives. They they can use knives now.
Surely they don't have a lot of force in like stabbing you. It's gotta be
Maybe,
somewhat
but still,
slow.
like even if they do stab you, even though it may not hurt from the amount of power they
Yeah, but
put
you should
into
be able to just like slap it away.
Yeah, but it still poses a great danger because what if they cut off your hand somehow? Or cut your finger off. Or something. You get me?
Yeah.
So
I
they
don't
are
like
more
that.
lethal now.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Daryl was trying to get Judith to the hospital
They have a hospital now.
in the Commonwealth, yeah. And yeah, I mean, I hope it really connects to CRM in the last episode because I think the last episode is going to be an hour and 10, an hour and 20.
How long are these ones?
45.
Oh, yeah.
So an hour and 10, an hour and 20.
Now
I feel
20
like,
sounds good.
and then the last bit is like, I don't know. I don't know if Judith would die.
You think?
Because the thing is, you've got the Wickham Michonne show, then you've got the Daryl and the Daryl Dixon show, and then you got Maggie and Negan. It's like all the people who would take care of Judith are going on their separate ways.
Maybe she's become independent.
Maybe, but she's so young, and she needs to get saved like now because she's just been shot
Where?
in the, I think it was on the head.
Did it graze her?
It could be like here, so it would like graze her. Yeah,
It might have been like what happened to her brother.
maybe, but still, like it's a serious injury where like blood it can leak out.
Who shot her?
Pamela. You don't even know Pamela, but
You
you
did
you
say
know
she's a big character.
yeah, in apparently in the comics she's a big character. Like she's like
Mhm.
the main villain
Mm.
of the Commonwealth arc. For me, I thought it was going to be Lance, but then just shit happens. Yeah, I won't tell you what happens,
Yeah.
but stuff happens, and then Pamela just goes full on psycho, and she's tried to kill Eugene. She tried to kill Maggie. Then
Does
she ended.
Eugene work with her?
No, 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 no. But Eugene went to this whole through this whole court thing, and then
Mhm.
he went to a prison, and then Mercer's badass,
Is
fam. Like
he? I think he's an assassin. You said or something.
who?
Mercer.
Nah, he's like the main police officer.
Oh,
He's like the main stormtrooper guy.
I get. What's his name? Merle vibes.
No.
I feel like his name just like makes it seem like he would be a Merle type of guy.
He's not Merle. He's nothing like Merle.
Really?
He's like really positive. He's
Oh,
a really nice guy. He started dating Princess.
he's a bit weird.
Do you like? Do you even know Princess?
This is where I left it. Ezekiel meets Princess.
So you're on the
And
10th season.
am I?
Yeah.
And they get caught up by the CRM, I think, by their soldiers. You know, they go to a place and then the CRM soldiers surround them, and the episode ends.
Yeah,
That's where I stopped.
Yeah, so not the CRM. It'll be the Commonwealth. Yeah, so they surround them. Yeah, so you're on the 10th season.
Okay.
You're like the end of the 10th season.
Am I?
Yeah, you're like 4 episodes away.
Oh. I thought that was the end.
Nah. You've got
Holy
you've
shit.
got a good few more to go through, and then you're on the 11th season.
What happened to the Ezekiel? Is he dead? Did the cancer get him?
No.
How?
I think he's only just living. There's this really good speech by him, which because what I found really cool is Ezekiel and Negan like talking.
Oh,
They've been
that's
talking to each other
interesting.
for the past like 3 episodes, and it's like they've never spoken before. I don't think they've spoken in the comics from what I've heard from other people. That was really cool, because you had it where you had a controlling camp, like controlling warden of the camp where they were staying, because they were like mining and stuff, and Negan was like, I know what this guy's plan is. I know all his tactics, but I can't make. I can make a spark, but you need to keep it alight because you're like you're the person, you're the leader
Because they'll listen to
who promoted
Ezekiel.
hope. Yeah, and also Ezekiel's a big guy about hope and staying alive, being alive, like not just surviving, but being human again, because he's like a big character for hope.
Ezekiel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
So that was really cool because you got like 2 leaders who had very contrast ways of like controlling people. Obviously, Ezekiel didn't like control people in terms of like a bad way, but
Yeah.
he was the leader of the community.
You see, I think since I'm so close to season 11, I might just watch the last bit of season 10 and move on to the 11. Especially since it's over next week. And that's going to be it. I really want to see Rick. I really want to see him. I'm such a Rick dick rider. I want to see Rick so bad.
Did you see that thing I put on my story today where it was like I missed the original show?
Yeah.
And then you
I
just
saw that.
they're making a behind the scenes thing after.
Oh,
That's gonna break my heart, fam.
that's gonna be so good. It's so cool seeing them all just together.
Yeah, and you see Norman Reedus when he was like playing the character, in his younger days. I can't believe the thing is Daryl's like
He's old.
he's a character that's like that was made for the show. He's not in the comics.
Really?
Yeah,
He's such an icon.
but he's such a massive character.
Yeah.
And he's like an icon now, like a cultural
Amazing character.
amazing character.
Damn, that's unfortunate he was in the comics.
I feel like
He's such a stone.
the thing is he was sort of replacing, I think it's Tyrese, who died in season 5.
Yeah.
You know
He
when
was replacing him.
no, as in like in the comics, like he is
Oh.
Tyrese, like he's the right hand man.
Tyrese is the right hand man in the
Yeah, in the
comics.
comics, yeah.
He wasn't. Was Tyrese there in the beginning?
He was. I can't remember where he came in, but he came in during the prison thing, wasn't he?
Yeah, yeah, he did.
But yeah, Tyrese is like a big like right hand man for Rick in the comics. But in the show, it's like he's against him, and Daryl's his right hand man.
Is Tyrese really against Rick? Like I know he like pushes back sometimes, but he isn't like.
I mean, he sided with the governor, didn't he?
Yeah, that's true. That's crazy though. Like Daryl is such a huge character, and it feels weird. Like that The Walking Dead is just a comic. It feels like it should be a book. It would make more sense that it's a book, especially since like it's so expansive. There's so much going on. Is the comic still being produced?
No, it ended with 191 issues.
Wow. When did it end?
2019?
And is the show gonna end based on the comic?
No, it completely diverged from the comics, sort of, when it was the Whisperers.
Mm.
Like they did because Rick was still alive during the Whisperers war in the comics, but he wasn't in the show.
The Whisperers were in the comics though. How did the comic end?
I don't know. The thing is, I'm just telling you all the basic information that I know. Because I saw this video about it, and it was, like, really cool. He explained everything very well. But, yeah, I don't know, like, how everything ended.
That'd be interesting to find out how different it would be in the comic and the show.
I just know that Negan swears a lot more as well in the comic.
Swears a lot more.
Yeah, like, he just constantly says fuck. If he has a sentence, he'll say a swear word in it.
How come he's not like that in the show? It just feels like it.
Because, and I don't understand this about Western media, but it's like, oh, we'll put all the gore in that we possibly can. Like, example, I saw that it was Friendly Space Ninja's video, and it was about the Vampire Diaries, and it's like they just all out gory for every single scene of the first season, but they won't say like fuck. But they've got a 15 rating, but they won't say this and this.
I can't really...
I don't want them to say it excessively, but in natural situations where you're getting like hunted or something, or something like massive is happening, you'd be like, holy shit.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm dead.
I can't really see Rick or Daryl swearing. They seem more like the
Well,
type to
Daryl
say
does swear.
shit.
Daryl does swear.
What does he say?
He's like, put that fucking gun down.
Does he?
Yeah, he's like that to, I think it was Lance.
That just doesn't feel right coming from it. Like,
No,
it doesn't
does
look
work.
right on him.
Yeah, it does work. He's like, remove that gun from her head or I'll fucking kill you.
That
But he
makes
says
sense.
it in his tone. I can't like do Norman Reedus's like voice.
If
But
he's emotional, it makes sense. In the heat of the moment, I feel like he would, but like as a generally, like he wouldn't be swearing so often.
no, he doesn't swear often.
Exactly.
But he does swear like
Yeah.
he does swear.
Rick doesn't strike me as the type to swear at all.
Well,
Except
the only
maybe-
time he's sworn was when they were in like the worst situation I think they've ever been in my opinion. Apart from the Saviors, which were when the Saviors took over, was when it was Terminus, and they were in the thing and like they didn't know who they're fucking dealing with, and I was like, yeah, fuck you, yeah, let's fucking go. And then Carol fam, she gets too much hate.
She pulled through. She came up and I can't believe she did it.
I can't believe her like character development. She's like an
yeah.
assassin now.
It was fucking crazy.
But in the first season, she's like a
so
scared,
timid.
scared woman. I started rewatching the series just recently. I'm on season 2, episode 7. So the bit where the Sophia thing happens, Carol's
Yeah.
daughter
Yeah.
walking out. That was like
Ooh.
but I love Shane. He's such a cool character. What?
It just feels like he's very destructive.
Oh yeah.
It's like,
Yeah, but I'm saying like his character in terms of like what he did with the show. Like he is just so cool. Like the way he speaks and everything.
yeah.
And the way he like controls the atmosphere of the entire camp. And
Yeah, that's true.
and like what he did with Rick at the end of season 2. You know what I'm talking about, but yeah. That was like mad.
Shane is actually crazy, the pull he had. Like, Rick was no match for him
Yeah.
in terms of power. I guess the reason why people were on Rick's side was because he was a bit more human at the time. He was more relaxed.
But then after I'll just say it, killing Shane, like he just switches up mad. And then he switches up like even more during season 5 when he started wearing that coat. That coat was like murder coat.
I love that coat.
Yeah.
I love that coat so
And
much. It
it
looks
just
so
got
good on him.
bloody, it just got fucked up.
It looks so good on him.
It just looked fucking sick.
It's so funny how Negan finds that video of him in Alexandria talking to
Yeah.
what was her name?
She was just mentioned Deanna.
Deanna. And
He's just like
and then he had him begging.
Yeah.
It's just this stark difference. Oh my god. It's embarrassing. It's humiliating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the thing is like Rick wants to kill him in that moment, but he can't. Like he has no power in that situation. He has all of his like family captive, all of his friends captive. They can all be killed easily if he pushes a button. Dead, But I feel like season 7 and season 8 could have been like so much better.
Season 7 and 8.
I liked I liked season 7, but the way season 8 concluded the Savior arc ruined it for me. Like, it didn't ruin it completely, but it just made it less
What, when
impactful.
Negan got slashed?
Yeah, like, I think that... I mean, how do you know he's going to survive that? How do you know, like, how far to go with it? Because I'm thinking, like, he surely has a sore throat after that.
Your veins are more here, more on the side of your head.
Yeah.
He kind of just... That would catch your windpipe, though.
Exactly. Maybe Negan just has mad fat on his, like, neck. Just, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool, you cut
Could
me.
have been like down here, where there's more skin.
Yeah. I can't believe we're talking about the
The logistics.
The logistics of
of a zombie show.
Of a zombie show.
Yeah, I didn't think when I saw that, I was like, "Ain't no fucking way he can save him."
He
man.
alive. There ain't no way.
He was a
could have
medical student as well. He wasn't like a doctor.
been. Was he?
Yeah, he wasn't a doctor.
He was a PE teacher.
Who?
Negan.
Yeah, Negan was, but the guy who saved him, what's his name? Sadiq?
Oh yeah. Oh wait, but Sadiq came in season 8.
He's the one who saved Negan.
Oh yeah, shit.
Negan was a PE teacher.
Yeah.
When does that happen? When do we get to see Negan's past? When is
Season
it?
10, episode 22.
Oh, that's so fucking late. I really want to see it. It's so interesting. Can I just like watch that? Is it its own arc?
Yeah, it's its own story.
Can I just like hop on that
Can I help
before I get to it?
Yeah. I mean, you'll get the introduction to season 11 in that episode, somewhat.
Okay.
Because you get to see Maggie at the end. Oh, bro, that last part of that episode is so good.
Yeah.
So good.
Oh.
when you just get Maggie like looking at him like, I'm gonna kill you.
Is this when like the horse carriage passes and they see each other? Maggie
Uh,
sees.
No, no. This is after.
Oh.
Yeah, it's after that because I think that happens in like the 17th episode. What
Mhm.
you're talking about and what I'm talking about.
17th is okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, the thing is like, how could you forgive him after what he did to your
The thing is, like, when you
husband?
watch the show, you understand somewhat.
I don't think I could ever forgive him.
No, but I think I could.
He brutally murdered your husband in front of you.
Okay, so example, I'll think about it like this: my wife dies. Shit.
He was murdered in front of you in cold blood.
The thing is,
I don't know if I would be so mad at Daryl as well.
the thing is, there's something so funny about it, like the way he just keeps smashing the fucking brain.
Would that not make you even more mad?
I'd be like, okay, you're taking it a bit too far there.
At that point, is it really a necessity anymore? He just
Yeah, he's just doing it for the fun of it.
that would be so traumatizing.
Sorry, I don't know why. But it's like
I think I accidentally spoiled that part for myself because I googled something before I got to it, and I saw it. I was like, "Shit, no fucking way, no fucking way."
and then it happens.
Yeah,
I feel like people really overlook what Abraham's death. I think that's the coolest part is the fact that he's like, suck my nuts, and it's just
it's so sad he died because I feel bad for his name was Sasha.
Sasha, and you gotta think about Rosita as well at that time.
That's true.
I don't understand the relationship between Rosita and Gabriel that much, and then they have a kid.
She got with Gabriel.
Yeah.
She was with Sadiq, wasn't she?
Yeah, but then she got with Gabriel.
I thought she had the baby before Sadiq.
No, you're forgetting about Maggie.
No, no. I thought Rosita had Gabriel's baby before Sadiq.
Maybe. I don't know. I've forgotten now.
Because there was a baby, because Sadiq was trying to protect it when that other doctor came in.
Oh
And,
shit.
remember?
Yeah, but oh yeah, shit, it might be. Yeah, shit. Oh right, okay.
Because Sadiq was still alive when that baby was there.
Yeah, he died in season 10, didn't he?
9.
9. He died in season
No, yeah, season 10,
Season
because
10.
that's when the Whisperers.
10. Infiltrate.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
that doctor was part of the Whisperers.
Yeah, that shit was mad. When Sadiq died, I was like, I like Sadiq. I was just starting to like really like him, and then they just killed him off. I was like, fuck's sake.
Unfortunate.
Why can't you just kill off Maggie? She's getting on my way.
How could they kill Maggie?
The thing is, they can't as well because she's away for like 2 seasons of the show.
That's true.
I forgot about that.
Didn't that happen because she didn't want to be on the show for a bit?
Yeah, but in terms of like the actual character, it was because like, oh, I need to find my new community.
But did that actually happen in the comics?
I don't know. As I said, like I think I've told you everything I know about the comics.
Okay. I see.
I think Rick dies at the end of the comics,
Does he?
but he's in it for the entire 191 stories.
I wonder how he dies. I wonder if they find a cure. There's no way the ending is there's gonna be a cure. There's no way.
Imagine.
No way.
Well, the the Civil Republic apparently has like 200,000 to 500,000 survivors in it. Yeah, it's massive.
What?
And their military is like insane.
That is huge.
Like their military could kill Commonwealth, kill every single community out there if they wanted to.
Has the CRM come in yet?
No.
No.
Well, they are, but they're not.
Yeah.
Because they've set up this plot line where it's designation 2, and in all we know about it is what the soldiers have said, where it's like it's very far away. Nobody who goes there comes back
Why?
because they're experimented on.
Oh,
They're put in with the virus, aren't they? And then they get used for finding a cure.
why can't they use zombies?
Because I'm guessing they're trying to test on live subjects.
Are they trying to find like a vaccine cure or like?
I don't know. The thing is, what do we really know? World Beyond didn't really tell us anything, did it?
Is World Beyond done?
Yeah, it
Yeah.
finished in like, it finished like a few months ago.
What was it about?
It was about like 10 years in the after the apocalypse started, and it was set in like France and Europe, and it has Jadison.
Wasn't Morgan in?
No, that's Fear the Walking Dead.
Uh,
He's like the main character of Fear the Walking Dead from season 4 onwards.
what was that about?
What, Fear? Well, I don't actually understand the point of it now, but the
Yeah.
original point of it was to show like the beginning of the apocalypse.
The beginning, and this is Morgan. Okay.
And now it's Morgan
Wait,
8 years after
the beginning?
the beginning of the apocalypse, where it's him straight after seeing Rick for the last time.
From season 9.
After the Savior War. After that, and then he meets up with Dwight, they become friends, and then they meet Sherry, you know, the wife, and then boom.
So I guess it's just a side series now.
Yeah. So, what is your favourite season of the show?
Before I get into that, I gotta say, a lot of people hated season 8 more than season 7.
Me too.
But I liked season 8 over season 7. In the beginning, it was reversed. In the beginning, I also hated season 8, but once I rewatched it again, it just felt like there was the action in season 8 just felt more not realistic, but the vibe just felt better than season 7.
See, the reason why I like season 7 was because we got to see like Rick and the group just broken,
That's true.
which I really enjoyed because it was like a real step down in terms of ego for Rick, because he'd been like riding this high for about a season and a half, and he was controlling Alexandria, and then he just like you know
Yeah.
loses power so quickly within like a minute. Lost power.
That's a goddamn good point. I think the reason I like season 8 better was because they were regrouping. They were fighting back, you know? They were planning. They had a chance. And it was all just like one thing happening after the other. It was like really fast. It was rapid.
I guess the reason why I like season 7 was because I liked the change
Yeah,
of how he acted.
that's a good point.
Even though it did hurt to see Rick so like broken, it was like really cool to see like, oh, how's he gonna get out of this? And then by the end of season 7, you feel a bit more confident. And but the Savior storyline should have stopped in season like 8 in terms of like on the first episode, because
Really?
yeah, think about it. Negan and Eugene and all of them are stood outside, no way back in apart from like the door which they've closed, and they're just talking to Rick, and he's like, "You really gonna make me count?" And then he's like, 5, 4, 3, you know, and I think Rick. I mean, I don't know how the series would have shaped up after, but I think Negan probably would have been severely injured from that attack, and then you know, I just don't know how they're not all dead by that point, in terms of like all the saviors and that, because they had like the perfect opportunity, and then they were like, oh, let's just like not shoot, let's just not do anything. Oh, how are we gonna save the day? Oh well, Eugene. We don't know he's gonna do this, but Eugene is gonna make their guns hit back at them.
That didn't make sense because why would Eugene do that? He was living the life for Negan.
Because he was, at the end of the day, Thea can control people, but once they like are to the point where they're so fearful, they'll do anything to get back to what they had. You know, because he was safe under Rick, but it's like he's only safe for however long he's useful to them.
That's true, but he can always be useful.
But the thing is like, what if the savior's place, the savior's like camp, like got destroyed? How is he useful then? Boom, dead.
Mm-hmm.
But the thing is, I feel like Rick would actually keep going with Eugene.
Yeah, because Rick wouldn't execute someone because
Mm.
they're not useful.
Exactly, and that's the difference between them two as leaders, and that's why I think Eugene backfired the guns, and also he probably felt bad about Rosita and Abraham's death.
Mm-hmm. Do you think he was close to any of the other characters in that at that point?
Um, I'm very unsure if he was. I can't remember really, but it was like he sort of had a connection with Dwight, didn't he? Dwight, I feel like Dwight's just a sort of like a misunderstood character where he had his downfalls, but overall he was a good person, just trying to be with his girlfriend.
Wasn't it his wife?
Yeah, wife, girlfriend, whatever.
That's so sad though.
Mm.
She had to run away.
And she was being Negan's like
Slut.
girlfriend. Yeah, slut. Yeah, but he thinks of it. I do like the fact. I do like the fact though that Negan has morals. Like Sasha was going to be raped by David, and then, Negan saves her from that. Even though he just wants to kill her in like an episode. So
Wait, who's David?
David, I don't really. He's not a very major character, but he was going to be. He got killed by Negan, I think, because he was going to rape Sasha.
Really?
He was one of the saviors, yeah.
I don't remember that part.
It was season 7,
Okay.
episode 15.
You got a timestamp?
I don't know about the timestamp, bro, but I got the episode.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's some really fucked up shit. So he didn't allow for that, so he has some morals. So he's not a completely bad guy. And as we see in the future, he is not at all. He's actually a pretty good guy.
Not what he did to his wife.
Hmm?
Wasn't he bad to his wife?
Yeah, but
But
fuck's sake. But I think the thing that I like about The Walking Dead is like there's two sides to everybody.
yeah.
Apart from people like Beta, who are just
I didn't fucking like her at all.
Beta.
I
is
hated
a
her
guy.
guts. Oh, I'm thinking of Alpha for some
Oh
reason.
yeah, Alpha. Yeah, you hate her, but you can understand like somewhat her like inhumaneness because she's trying to be an animal. She's trying to adapt to the new world order.
Yeah. Beta's just he's weird. Even when he met Alpha, like, what was going on in his head?
I don't know, fam.
I wonder what he was
And
like before the apocalypse.
And then you find out in Tales of the Walking Dead that Alpha's not the original leader of the Whisperers.
What?
Yeah.
Who was?
I don't even remember her name, but she was fucking scary. When she came into the Tales of the Walking Dead, and she was just there, like, really high, very tall. Like, she was, like, 8 foot. Mad. And she was leading the Whisperers. They were already a thing, and then they just joined the thing.
How did Alpha take over?
The thing is like it contradicts with the show, doesn't it? Because I swear down Alpha creates like,
Yeah.
the group.
Yeah. I also distinctly remember that.
I mean, she could have just lied and made her own narrative, which is fair enough. But
She seems like the type of person to do that.
yeah, exactly. So Samantha Morrison's great. Anyway, she was great in the Tales of a Walking Dead episode that we saw, and also we got to see Lydia in that. The daughter.
Yeah. Was she young?
Yeah, she's like 9 in that episode.
Oh. Okay, I see.
But it just feels like they were like, oh, we want to do more Alpha, but we don't really know what to do with her because we finished the arc, and we have
Yeah.
to make something that's so interesting that it makes people interested in a person that's already dead. So, what we gonna do? Okay, we'll do this.
I don't really like Alpha. I just, like.
She's
I guess they
lethal.
did a good job with that then.
Yeah, they made her a threat. If
Yeah.
you just don't like her because her character's weak, that's a different story. But if you don't like her because she's a villain, then
Yeah.
she played her part well.
Mhm. Yeah.
She was very threatening because obviously the Pike scene like really changed shit
That
up.
was fucking.
Hold.
That was foul.
Yeah.
That was so disrespectful.
And it just creates the border where they have nothing, and then and then didn't they like cross back over and she saw this and she was
Yeah.
like, "You dickheads."
Yeah, she saw it
Basically.
one time. That's scary. It's scary. The one where they went under into a cave. That
Mm.
was a scary episode as well.
Yeah. I feel like The Walking Dead has problems with like dark scenes in terms of like
Lighting.
lighting.
Yeah.
Because I swear down there was this part in this episode that I think it was the 20th episode of season 11,
Mhm.
and I was just like, I can't see shit down here. I got my brightness up full, yeah,
Uh huh.
and my room is dark because it's at like 1 a.m. And I'm like, okay, right, let's see, okay, and then it's like wearing sunglasses in at fucking like 2 a.m. when nothing's alive, no lights on. You know,
Yeah. What was the scene about?
it was where Lance and Carol were like walking through this tunnel
Oh,
because they were trying to escape. I think
season 11. This is.
near the end of it.
Oh shit. Okay. The Commonwealth doesn't have helicopters, do they? It's only the CRM.
Yeah, they don't have helicopters, but they. It seems like now everybody has fucking cars now again. Cars have come back.
Really?
Yeah.
You've seen a resurgence in motor vehicles.
Yeah. And they're like,
Who got them?
how have you got them? How have they still got gas that hasn't like stiffened up? Because I swear, gas, like the liquid petrol,
Uh huh.
can like stiffen up, can't it?
I
Eventually.
don't know anything about that. I have no idea about
I'll have to look it up. Maybe I'm completely wrong. Sorry about that, but science with Matt.
that. That would be fun. That would be fun.
What
Just
science?
to seeing all your theories about
Yeah.
how things work.
Oh, talking about theories and conspiracy theories and stuff. Did you see that guy? I forgot his name. He was like he has like 1 billion to pay because of his.
A billion.
Yeah, because of his like as compensation for what he said about Sandy Hook.
Who is he paying it to?
The Sandy Hook like
Victims?
victim.
Was that Kanye
but-
West?
No. It's no. It's
Just some random guy.
I've forgotten him. He's really popular. Alex Jones.
Alex Jones.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Alex Jones. The water's turning, the frog's gay. He's the one who said that.
I swear down, yeah. I think
Oh
so.
yeah, he's a big conspiracy theorist.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was like the shooting was fake.
Yeah.
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 Oh my, is he still relevant? I thought like.
I think he became a bit more relevant this year because of all that because of the legal case.
Mhm.
But he's not like as relevant as the Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard.
Yeah, that was big.
That was wild.
It's
man.
being live streamed on YouTube.
That's mad. That's mad. You know what? I hope that happens more.
What?
Just because it's funny.
What?
Like-
Just celebrity trials or?
No, like actually, yeah, just celebrity trials because I want to see how fucked up their lives are to make me feel a bit better about mine.
How fucked up were their lives? What came out? What was the most interesting bit to you?
Amber being violent to him. I
Her
mean, that's not
shitting the
really
bed?
interesting. The shit in the bed.
What didn't Johnny Depp also do something wrong? What did he do?
He was also violent, but it was like provoked by
Her.
her. Yeah.
Okay.
So she'd be like saying shit to him, and then like he would do
So he paid 2 million to her, and she 15 million to him.
Yeah, and then she apparently, according to her lawyer, she went bankrupt, and then everybody was started making Squid Game memes out of
Oh
it.
yeah, I've seen
That was great. That's funny. That's funny.
Are you taking a piss out of somebody's struggles, Matt?
Yeah, out of her struggles.
What?
We got told when I did like a little law session that like the way it was in my English language class as well. They were like it's very important like how they word shit because it's like it changes like with a little word it could be like you say in instead of and or something. I don't know how. Maybe I didn't use the best example.
Okay, maybe because I'm a prick, I like that. Because I love looking at the technicalities of shit like that and be like, well, technically, I actually said this. I love doing that. It's such a shitty and annoying thing to do, but I love it.
Didn't you like try and pick apart my history coursework?
Did I?
I saw you did once.
Pick it apart.
Yeah, you were like, this is fucking shit. And then you explained why it was shit.
When did that happen?
It was like 4 months before the deadline. So don't be too harsh on yourself.
Did I do that? I don't remember that.
I remember this.
It makes sense that you would remember.
Because I was like, wow, he thinks it's bad. It must be really bad if he's telling me to my face that it's bad. You know what? I actually like people that just tell me like if they don't like me and stuff to my face. Or, like saying my work is like shit or something. I'd respect you much more if you like said it to my face instead of just saying it behind my back, like. Or at least if you're gonna say that, like, tell me how
Make
I
it
am
constructive.
this, and this. Yeah, exactly. Because like, at the end of the day, I just want to be a better person. Want to be better at whatever I'm doing.
Yeah.
So help me understand your point of view.
Yeah. That's a good point.
Mm.
Like, even if it's something people might feel uncomfortable saying because it's something bad about you, it's better for them to say it to you.
Yeah, exactly. I don't like dickheads, fam.
Dickheads.
Dickheads. Fucking dickheads.
That's true.
Do you
You
work?
eat lunch and then nap.
Do you work at all
No.
anymore? How come?
No. Because I don't have time
But
for that.
do you want to earn some revenue?
I do.
Just do some stocks, mate.
Stocks.
Yeah, just
Well, if I want to do that, I gotta make sure the companies I invest in aren't morally dubious because
Yeah.
in Islam, you're not allowed to invest in companies that do haram stuff. And let's be real, most major companies are like doing some shady shit that's not right or ethical.
Well, talking about Muslims and that culture.
Yeah.
Did I phrase it wrong? Sorry if I did phrase it wrong. Like, what do you think about Andrew Tate converting to Islam?
Most people would think he's bringing a bad image to the religion. But I don't think he can skew, to me anyways, the way I see it, I don't think he's going to skew the view of Islam. I mean, most people already hate it. Most people already have a bad view on it. But if you had a good view on it and you see Andrew Tate is converting, I don't think that's going to make you think it's bad. People say him converting is going to push the idea that the religion is misogynistic, sexist, that kind of thing. To me personally, I don't see it that way. I think it's a great thing he converted. He's moving away from his, I guess you could say, bad ways, from his
Misunderstood, you could say.
You could say in some aspects.
Would you say he's misunderstood anyway? Or would you say he's like mischaracterized or
You could say he's misunderstood depending on the type of person you are, but he has most definitely had a significant impact. He has most definitely had a negative impact. Even if he was misunderstood, I think he knew what he was doing. I think he knew his target audience. He knew what he was preaching. I think the people he reached it definitely it breeds a mindset of hate.
Well, there was this. The reason why I'm just questioning this, to just understand. There was this female. There was this woman on YouTube that was speaking good about Andrew Tate, and she went around on the streets to ask people what they thought of him and like what have you heard about him, and then they're all like, oh, he's really like misogynistic and stuff, and like, oh well, I'm a feminist, I don't like him, and then she goes like, oh well, what's he said that you don't like then, and then they're all there like just. Actually, I don't really know. And she went, okay, you can go on your phone, pull up a clip. And then they were just like stuck. They didn't know what to do.
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't explain. So like, maybe it's the. This is me trying to sort of explain it. Is like people are trying to say that he's not actually like a bad person because it's like he hasn't said anything that's like I feel like I've sentenced it wrong, but he hasn't like done it. He hasn't actually said anything that bad.
He
Maybe it
hasn't
got
said anything that
misconstrued.
bad.
Maybe it was misconstrued.
To be fair, sometimes the way he describes women is literally they're like his property.
Well,
I think
did you see the
maybe
Piers
one time
Morgan?
he literally said they're like property.
Well,
I think.
did you see the Piers Morgan interview?
Yeah, that one I definitely saw. That one was definitely out to get him. That was Pierce was just he was not interviewing properly. That was just a hit
Yeah.
piece.
Did you see the second one?
There was a second one.
Yeah.
No.
It was like 20 minutes long, and they actually let him speak in it. It was actually pretty cool.
That's what I'm saying. Is the problem is he built a character and he made it misogynistic. I think he definitely knew what he was doing. That's the thing. The problem is
Sorry,
it
I'm
was quite
quitting it.
hateful. I know. I've seen I've seen the first one, where he's just being pummeled on by Pierce. But he was trying like his answers were like they were kind of human, as opposed to the shit, the viral clips you would see of him. And I definitely like I said like 3 times before, he built a character. That's what it was. I don't think it was him, but the message that character was pushing out is toxic, and it got to the head of so many people
Mm.
that it affected like women. Like you see women, there was this newscaster in Australia, like people were literally threatening her and telling her like she's worthless, she's property because she was talking about Andrew Tate, and she was like the stuff he says is misogynistic. And they were like his supporters. That's the kind of people he's igniting. He's like a catalyst to their negative ideas.
Mm.
I don't think as a person, like genuinely as a person, deep down, I don't think he's a bad person. But I think some of the messages he was pushing out were kind of dubious.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to see what you thought about him convert to Islam. So.
I think it's great he's converting. I think it really shows who he is, and he's pushing away from that negative aspect in his life.
Yeah. I mean, I've said this previously on the podcast as well, that I think like half of it's good, half of it's sort of bad.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like the good outweighs the bad personally for me, because I feel like
How so?
because I feel like I said this previously, like guys haven't had like a proper good like role model, and I'm not saying that he's like the perfect type of role model, but there's not one that's been publicized like he has.
The thing is, some of the messages he preaches are good to be a role model, but I think the main ones that are being taken away are the negative ones.
The thing is like I've majorly just seen the good stuff, where I usually agree with him, and I've not really like just personally like on my TikTok and stuff. he's not said anything that I would say is like super controversial.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Well, what kind of clips have you been seeing of him?
it was mainly about being like lazy and to be more disciplined about your life, and I'm just there like yes.
Mm-hmm.
And he was like, you should like bully your friends into being healthier, sort of thing. And I was like, I mean, to be fair, like I got bullied and I got healthier.
Right, but you had a negative form of bullying that had an impact on you.
Yeah.
Most likely traumatized you.
But it changed. Yeah.
What do you mean? What?
Well, it changed my outlook on my health.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right, but did you do it to be
Sometimes a good
healthy,
a-
or did you do it because you didn't want to get bullied anymore?
both. The first one, the to not get bullied anymore was the first reason why I went into it.
Mm-hmm.
But the second reason, it came along about 2 months after, because I did actually enjoy it.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, it's been nice talking to you about all these topics. Sorry, we sort of cut it off a bit
A bit abruptly.
A bit
Yeah.
abruptly, but time sort of cut us
Time
off.
runs away.
Time runs
Yeah.
away. Time leaves us
Uh-huh.
every second. So,
Good way to put it.
thank you for listening to the fourth podcast, the fourth Sofa Surfers podcast with my good friend Ali Al Nakib.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming. Bye bye. See you in a bit.
Bye, lads.